Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to be looking at some of the comics that are going to be given away as part of Trivia Night. Trivia Night is one of the more fun activities that happens here at Regie Collects, and I want to give a shout out to all those people that constantly remind me to do Trivia Night and to keep doing Trivia Night. So what we're going to look at is a stack of books off to my side, and what I would encourage you to do is to watch this video, write down the numbers of the books that you see on the blue painter's tape so that when you participate in Trivia Night, you can just tell me which numbers you want, right? So you want to write out your list, and as you know, questions are asked and answered and books are taken away, you can just cross them off your list and still be able to remember what the next book is that you actually want. So the way the Trivia Night works is basically I ask a series of questions. If you are the first person to respond, you get to pick two books from the stack of books that I'm presenting. One of the challenges that I faced is that those people that answer questions earlier in the night tend to pick some of the better books. So to make it a little more fair for people, I'm actually going to have some mystery books. These mystery books are not going to be seen in this video. They are not going to be revealed until someone actually picks them as a mystery book, and then I actually show what that book is. Now, some might assume that the mystery books are all going to be high dollar books. That may or may not be true. And so there is a little bit of gamesmanship involved in this. Do you pick some books that you can readily identify, or do you roll the dice and go with one of the mystery books? And so what I'm thinking about right now is possibly 3 to 4 mystery books, but I still need to finalize the plan as I get a little bit closer to Trivia Night. And I'm not telling you what the date is in this video because I haven't yet figured out what it will be, but I will try to post it in the description or in the title of this video once I figure it out. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the books that are going to be given away. First up is an X-Men book, X-Men number 7. I think this is, an early appearance, first appearance, second appearance, I think, of Omega Red. Definitely a cool cover there featuring Logan and Omega Red. This is actually book number 1. And again, if you look at the painter's tape, these are the numbers that you want to write down, not necessarily the issue number, but the painter's tape number, because that's how we're going to identify them during Trivia Night. Next up is Kamandi, the last boy on Earth. This is Kamandi number 11, and this is book number 2. Definitely a cool book. I am a fan of Jack King Kirby, and so this is a really cool book that I had to pick up when I saw it. Next up, we have Superboy, Legion of Superheroes. This is number 216, and this is book number 3. A little bit of DC magic here. Next up, we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 131. This is part 3 of Kraven's The Last Hunt, and this is a newsstand book number 4. Next up, the Uncanny Avengers. This is a variant, number 28, and it is book number 5. Definitely a cool cover there. Book number 5, again, Uncanny Avengers. Next up, we have the Secret Avengers. I want to say this is a Scotty Young variant. He's the only one that makes kids, right? So here we go. This is Secret Avengers variant number 1. This is book number 6. Next up, we have Secret Defenders number 1, some shiny foil action. This is book number 7, clearly a book from the 90s given that foil. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man 789. This is a variant. This is book number 8. Next, Carnage number 1. This is book number 9. What I thought was really cool about this was the Timely Comics logo up top. I thought that was really cool. So when I saw it, I decided to go ahead and pick this up. And who doesn't love Carnage, really? So there you go. Next up, Heroes for Hope X-Men number 1. This was a charity book. This is a really nice copy of this book, to be honest with you, by Arthur Adams. And this is book number 10. Next up, we're going a little old school here. We have some Captain America and Falcon number 147, and this is issue number 11. This is a little different for Trivia Night. I don't think that I've ever done a Captain America book, so this is definitely a cool book that will be made available. Next up, we have the Uncanny X-Men number 18. This is book number 12, or is that Major X? I'm confused. Okay. Amazing Spider-Man number 163. I think that this may be a Mark Jewelers insert. I can't recall. This is book number 13. And then the last book that I'm actually going to show you guys is Amazing Spider-Man number 175. And this is book number 14. I think this one also is a Mark Jewelers. And what I'll tell you is that these last two books are a little damaged. The books have been pressed a little bit to actually improve their appearance, but they are a little damaged. So again, a little full disclosure on those last two books. So there you have it. Those are just some of the books that are going to be made available as part of the upcoming Trivia Night. And again, we are going to have some mystery books. So it's going to be, I think, a fun and interesting show. Huge shout out to Vika, who is essentially a subscriber of the channel and also the sponsor of Trivia Night, who has put us in a position to be able to make these books available to the comic book community. So Vika, we definitely appreciate everything that you do. Stay tuned. Trivia Night is coming up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis. Take care.